this series was 8+ games it took to come to a 4-3 victory for the Dodgers.
It was 73 innings, which is 8 games plus an inning.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's a lot. I mean, you had 2 extra inning games, one that goes 18, one that goes 11. Just brutal. I mean, these guys played a lot of baseball.
They did. So congrats to the Dodgers. I mean,
in 2 different countries.
Yeah. Congrats to the Dodgers. I mean, they outlasted a team that I think ultimately they at least out-hit them, right? The Blue Jays out-hit the Dodgers this series. But again, the
Blue
Dodgers
Jays beat them in every category. Pitching, offense, didn't matter. I mean, the Blue Jays played significantly better than the Dodgers. They just couldn't get the big hit when it mattered, and that's what makes the Dodgers different. Is that they have the guys that come through in those moments.
Yeah. Johnny, it's funny you asked this question because here we go. We're going to talk about Yamamoto and how his contract looks now. Obviously, at first, it didn't look great with the injury right away, but I mean,
which we called. We said it right away. Like, these guys come over from Japan first year, always get hurt. Always.
Yep. So, I mean, absolutely insane. Game 2, we all know what he did game 2. Goes out, just throws 9 innings. Crazy ball. 6 innings in game 6. Don't forget, he was warming up to go into that 18 inning for game 3 after throwing 107 pitches the night before. So there's that.
Could you imagine if he had pitched in that game too? Holy crap.
Yeah, insane. Game 7 goes in, throws 2 2/3, no runs and a K. Only 10 hits allowed in 18 2/3 innings. I mean, he was the sure thing, like MVP.
Yep.
There was no other choice, really. Not for the Dodgers, anyways.
No, I mean, it was him and Ohtani a distant second, but it wasn't close. I mean, really, without Yamamoto, this was a 5-game series at best. The Dodgers beat up on Snell, they beat up on Ohtani, they hit Glasnow pretty well, and it was Yamamoto they could not figure out. And again, like, look at those stat lines. It was 15 Ks and 18 2/3. It wasn't like Yamamoto was just like spinning Ks like crazy. He was just getting weak contact over and over and over again. And he has proven that he's not just a thrower. He is a pitcher.
Yeah. Yeah. Bumgarner type performance. And I think that was the comparison I saw a lot today was this was the best performance since Madison Bumgarner in the postseason. This dude was just electric to watch. I think I said it last night in our group text. It was like, I felt frustrated for the Blue Jays hitters because like they're getting the bat on the ball. They just couldn't get anything on it. Like even the double that Vlad hit off him, he still tucked his hands and got it off the handle. But Vlad's just such a good hitter that he can still hook that down the line for a double. But not a lot of guys are Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That's the difference there. But just, I mean, roll over to short, roll over to second, like soft pop up in the infield. He was dotting fastballs on the outside black. I mean, it was absolutely incredible.
Yeah. And Daryl, I mean, Yamamoto was the entire pitching staff, because without him, they didn't have any answers to the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays raked against everybody but him.
It's
it's
crazy.
And I mean, you look down the stat lines of the ERAs of the starters, and I guess any of the pitchers for the Dodgers. Shohei's ERA was 7.56. You had Blake Snell was like 6.19. I think Glasnow was 3.5, but that was because he had the couple of relief inning outings he actually survived through. Their bullpen was trash. I mean, it was rough. I mean, the stat lines were rough, except for Yamamoto, who stood out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. And if I'm Dave Roberts, I would have had to, he did pretty much have him right there in his back pocket, ready to be like, all right, just throw Yamamoto out on the field, let him go at it.
And honestly, when Dave Roberts brought Yamamoto out, I'm thinking this is a terrible decision. Like, this guy's got to be tired.
Nope. And he's a robot.
He is. And the funny thing is, like, his velocity was down a little bit. Like, you could tell he was tired, but it didn't matter because he didn't need it. He was just pitching to weak contact. And he didn't have to have his A fastball. He was, I mean, you look at the way he pitched these guys, it was just tons of breaking stuff, tons of it.
Yeah.
And then he'd mix in the fastball, but they just had no answer for him.
No. And his control was Greg Maddux-like throughout the entire game.
Yep.
I mean, just dotting fastballs, doing whatever he wanted with the splitter. His curveball was on. It was incredible to watch. And in a game where we don't see this anymore, like we don't see this, not even in the regular season. What did we say last show? The high for complete games was 2. It was done by 3 guys. I mean, it's not great. So, I mean, this was just it was fun to watch, like old school baseball, if you will, again. And that's what Yamamoto brought, and it was dominant.
Yeah, it was. And because of that, he kept the pitch counts down. He's able to go deeper into the games. And I really hope that like Blake Snell and Tyler Glasnow are taking notes, because that is how you should be trying to pitch. Like, go out there and get outs, get into the 6th and 7th inning consistently. It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Glasnow can barely get to the 5th inning anymore.
Yeah. Brian, this is a fair point, right? I mean, I was saying nobody on the Blue Jays other than Vlad Guerrero could take that pitch from Yamamoto down the line, which I still stand behind. But
right,
you're right. He had an incredible postseason, but he didn't have a Vlad-like season. His game changed a lot. Like, he was still the high contact guy, but he wasn't the 30 and 100 RBI guy. But
no,
I mean, it is what it is.
He's adjusting to what that team needed him to be. They weren't winning when he was the 30 and 100 guy.
Right.
This year his OBP was way up. He was taking more walks. He was being more selective. He hit 292 with 23 and 84. Scored 96 runs because the guys behind him could do things.
Yep.
I feel like he kind of took a step back and filled the role they needed him to fill, rather than just trying to go up there and pad stats. Also, the dude got paid, so the pressure to hit everything 500 feet probably drops a little bit, and you can just go play baseball.